6 weeks. If we're gonna do this, we gotta do it ourselves.
No doubt about it. That kid's got it.
Do you need a hand up? You don't need nobody's help.
We need a spark.
This is all for you, pal.
It's for us.
Okay, it's for us.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2022 sports comedy drama Hustle, a film that is directed by Jeremiah Zigg and it stars Adam Sandler, Queen Latifah, I want to get this name right, Juancho Hernan Gomez, Ben Foster and a whole host of basketball stars. Now this is a Netflix film and it's an Adam Sandler film, which, you know, for a lot of people comes with a bit of baggage these days, because Adam Sandler over the last few years, you know, has had far more misses, you could argue, than hits. But he's also proven in these last few years that he can bloody act. So I've been really looking forward to actually checking out this film, and there's a lot of positive buzz about it. And what is it about? Well, this film follows Adam Sandler's character, Stanley Sugarman, who is a scout for the 76ers, a basketball team. He wants to be a coach. He goes all over the world searching for talent, but he really wants to be a coach so he can spend more time with his family. That's really what he wants to do with his life, but he just can't get a break. And he then has to go scouting abroad for more talent, because if he finds this star player, it'll give him the break he needs. It'll allow him to get into the coaching side of the game. And he runs across Bo Cruz, played by Juancho Hernan Gomez, in Spain. And he's like a street hustler, a basketball player who has got incredible raw talent that he immediately spots Adam Sandler. And he convinces him to come to the US and try out, to try and get on to a basketball team and get a contract. Once they get over to the US, there's a whole host of hurdles that they both need to jump through in order for them both to get what they need. Right, what are my thoughts on Hustle? Well, straight off the bat, guys, this is a sports film, and it's a basketball film. And honestly, I know nothing about basketball. What I know about basketball, I could write on the back of a postage stamp. I don't know anything about basketball, but I like a good sports film. And for me, a good sports film, it should not matter what the sport is. It's the story that's more important. Rocky, for example. Yes, it's a boxing film, but it's a love story at the end of the day. There's so many examples of sports stories out there, sports films, where you need not really to know anything about those sports for you to enjoy them. The key, though, is that the same for this film? Do you need to know anything about basketball to enjoy this film? No, absolutely not. And I know nothing about the sport of basketball, and I just loved this film. It was fantastic. For me, this might be a bit of a bold statement, but it felt like Jerry Maguire for a new generation, without the love story, if you like, without the Renee Zellweger love story. It was just focusing on the Adam Sandler character and the basketball player Bo Cruz. So imagine Jerry Maguire without the love story. That would make it a worse film. But what you do get instead of the love story is the great chemistry and relationship that Adam Sandler has with his wife, played by Queen Latifah. A really actually lovely bit of chemistry on screen there that I just didn't expect. I really didn't. And they were great together. They've both got great comedy timings anyway. And thankfully, this film does at times take a lighter approach. You can't put Adam Sandler in a film like this and not let it have moments of lightness and comedy and humour. But it is done at a very, very grounded level. It's done in a way that will make you smile and smirk and even chuckle now and again. But it is not what you would describe as a comedy, this film. It just takes advantage of Adam Sandler's comedy sensibilities. And I have to say, guys, for any of you out there that scoff or smirk when you hear the name Adam Sandler and you refuse to watch his films for whatever reason, I implore you, please, guys, you need to watch this film, because I know he's done films in the past, dramatic roles, and people have said, oh, he needs to do more of these. He's really very good at it, and he is. And many people went absolutely mad for his performance in Uncut Gems. I can't comment on that because I still haven't seen that one yet. It's been on my watch list, that film, for so long. But I can't comment on his performance in that, as good as it is supposed to be. But I can comment on his performance in this. And this is a wonderful performance. For me, so far, it's the best performance I've seen from Adam Sandler. It feels like he's a real person, a real character. You can feel his passion towards the sport of basketball, his relationship to his wife and his daughter, and this great bond that he builds with the Bo Cruz character, this basketball player that he brings over from Spain. It's wonderful. And anybody that genuinely doesn't think that Adam Sandler can act, you do really need to watch this film and watch his performance, and I promise you'll eat your words. And they do say as well that comedy actors sometimes make the best actors, because comedy is not easy to do on film. Well, this is a prime example of it. I just think he's wonderful. Now, if you are a fan of basketball, there is no end of treats for you in store here, because at the end credits it lists everybody in this film who plays themselves, and there's a whole host of basketball players and coaches and all these sort of people that are obviously involved in the sport of basketball. So for those of you that are a fan of the sport, it'll be a who's who in regards to the people that you're spotting. That didn't really make any impact on me because I don't know any of the players at all, really. I just thought it was a really good film, this. It was nicely paced. I was massively invested in the characters. And it's the usual formula in regards to a sports film, the underdog story, but there's real highs and there's real lows in it. And I have to say, I was completely invested from beginning to end. Honestly, guys, this is one of my favourite films of the year so far, and it's a strong contender for Film of the Year in my eyes so far. And it's a film that I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it that much. Give yourself some time aside, guys, and give this a watch on Netflix. I genuinely don't think you'll be disappointed. I'm absolutely delighted that I watched this one. So thanks very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. Of course, I will be back with loads more content on the channel very, very soon.